is Christopher Marlowe? Christopher Marlowe was the writer of Tamburlaine the Great, 1590, The Massacre at Paris, 1593, Dido, Queen of Carthage, 1594, Edward II, 1594, Dr. Faustus, 1604. The Jew of Malta, 1633. Moreover, Marlowe was the most talented of Shakespeare's contemporaries. Marlowe's famous mighty lines first came into focus in his play Tamburlaine the Great, and he also established blank verse as the staple medium for later Elizabethan and Jacobean dramatic writing. Christopher Marlowe's Tamburlaine the Great is based upon the life of Asian Emperor Timur. Part 1 opens in Persepolis, with the Persian Emperor Mycete sending troops to destroy the Scythian shepherd and bandit Tamburlaine. Tamburlaine convinces the soldiers as well as Khosrow, Mycete's brother, to go against their own king Mycetes. Tamburlaine promises Khosrow that he will be given the kingdom of Persia, but as soon as the battle is won, Tamburlaine breaks his promise and kills Khosrow. Emboldened by his success, Tamburlaine sets his eyes on the Turkish emperor, Bajazeth. He captures Bajazeth and his wife Zabina. After conquering all over Africa, Tamburlaine declares himself emperor of the entire continent. Tamburlaine sets his eyes toward Damascus. During the battle, the governor of Damascus sends a group of virgins to Tamburlaine's army, hoping to appease him. Tamburlaine has the army slaughter the women and has their remains displayed on the city walls. Tamburlaine wins the battle. The first part of the play ends with the wedding of Tamburlaine and Zenecrate. She is named the Empress of Persia. Part 2 begins with Tamburlaine teaching his sons to be conquerors just like him. Two of his sons share his mentality, but the third son, Caliphus, does not. Later he kills his son Caliphus. Tamburlaine learns that his wife has fallen ill. He returns to her, and when Zenecrate dies, Tamburlaine burns down the city. He forbids anyone to rebuild. Tamburlaine and his armies reach Babylon, which holds out against the attack. Tamburlaine becomes more and more savage. He violently assassinates the governor, and ties together all the city's citizens, and casts them into a lake. He burns a copy of the Quran and declares himself better than any god. Tamburlaine returns home, feeling ill. He declares that his son Amyras will be his successor. As Tamburlaine dies, Amyras worries that he will never be as great as his father. Now, let's talk about the massacre in Paris. This play is written in the context of the great socio-political and religious disturbance that took place between the Catholics and the French Protestants or Huguenots during the 16th century in Europe. As I told you before that this is a historical play, so it is based on the actual events that took place on Saint Bartholomew's Day in Paris in 1574. The play is first performed in 1593. The story begins with the marriage ceremony of Huguenot noble Henry of Navarre to Margaret of Valois, daughter of Catherine de' Medici, the Catholic queen. The marriage was an attempt to put an end to the civil war between the two religious sects, but both the Catholics and the Huguenots deeply condemned the marriage. The Queen Mother, Catherine de' Medici, was very unhappy with the arrangement. She, with the help of Duke of Guise, plans to murder the Queen of the Navarre. The Queen of Navarre is poisoned and her admiral is shot by one of Guise's men. Then we will see Guise is killed by assassins. Henry III is also injured and in his deathbed. He declares Navarre as the next king. The play ends with the crowning of Navarre as King Henry IV with a pledge of taking further revenge against the Catholics of France. Now let's take a look at the play Dido, the Queen of Carthage. Christopher has written the play in 5 acts in collaboration with Thomas Nashe. It was published in 1594. The play is based on the story of Dido and Aeneas as told in the fourth book of Virgil's Aeneid. In the play, Dido, the queen of Carthage, is in love with Aeneas, who has taken refuge in Carthage after the fall of Troy. He refuses to marry her, however, and as he sails from Carthage, the despairing Dido kills herself. In the play, we can also see a significant character, Iarbas, a barbarian chieftain who himself wants Dido for his bride. Now, let's have a look at Edward II. Marlowe found most of his materials for this play in the third volume of Raphael Holinshed's Chronicles, 1587. The story begins thus. King Edward's friend Gavston is returning to England from exile. The lords of the court and others do not like Gavston at all. They hatch a plan on how to prepare for his next expulsion. Soon this plan is planted and Gavston is banished again. This enhances the anger of the king. To calm him, Queen Isabella pleads with the lords to allow his return. Gavston's return is granted. This time Isabella grows more treacherous and betrays her husband, captures Gavston and plans to kill him, and ultimately kills him. As a result of Gavston's death, Edward pushes back against the rebels and secures a victory. Isabella, with the help of French troops, defeats Edward and captures him. The treacherous Mortimer hires an assassin named Lightborn to kill Edward. As the play concludes, Prince Edward unhappily becomes King Edward III. When he learns that Mortimer was behind his father's death, executes him immediately. He also punishes his mother, Isabella. Now let's talk about Dr. Faustus. Dr. Faustus is a well-known German scholar, but he is not satisfied with his traditional knowledge, logic, medicine, law, and religion. He wants to learn magic. In this matter, his friends Valdez and Cornelius instruct him. Faustus summons Mephistopheles, a devil. Faustus sells his soul to Lucifer in exchange for 24 years' service from Mephistopheles. With the help of black magic, Faustus begins to travel to various historical places, Rome, Europe, and other places in ancient times, and tries to satisfy himself with the enjoyment of whatever he wants. As the 24 years of his deal with Lucifer come to a close, Faustus begins to dread his impending death. He has Mephistopheles call up Helen of Troy, the famous beauty from the ancient world. An old man urges Faustus to repent, but Faustus drives him away. On the final night before the expiration, Faustus is overcome by fear and remorse. He begs for mercy, but it is too late. At midnight, a host of devils appears and carries his soul off to hell. In the morning, the scholars find Faustus's limbs and decide to hold a funeral for him. Let's talk about the Jew of Malta. The story is about Barabbas. Barabbas is a Jewish merchant. To wage a war against the Turks, the governor of Malta demands a heavy tax from the Jewish people. Barabbas declines to pay off such demands. With the help of his slave Ithamar, he plays a trick between the governor's son and his friend. He makes them fight each other over the affection of his daughter Abigail. The governor's son and his friend die, but Abigail, horrified at what her father has done, flies away and becomes a Christian nun. Barabbas feels disgusted at his daughter's behavior. He becomes very angry and goes on to poison her along with the whole nunnery. Barabbas strangles an old friar and then frames another friar for the first friar's murder. Barabbas' servant Ithamar falls in love with a prostitute. The prostitute plays a trick on him. With the help of her criminal friend, she blackmails Ithamar, and at her force, Ithamar reveals everything that her master has done. Barabbas becomes very angry and kills the three. Barabbas then plots with the enemy Turks to besiege the city. When finally Barabbas is nominated governor for his new allies, he switches sides to the Christians once again. He devises a trap for the Turks' galley slaves and soldiers to be demolished by gunpowder. He then sets a trap for the Turkish prince and his men, planning to boil them alive in a hidden cauldron. Just at the key moment, the former governor appears and double-crosses Barabbas and causes him to fall into his trap. The play comes to an end with the Christian governor holding the Turkish prince hostage until reparations are paid. Barabbas curses them as he burns. Dear friends, I hope you all have a list about the Elizabethan drama. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. If you have any doubts, write in the comment section below.